Welcome to SquareOffs in WordPress. Here's a quick overview and walkthrough to get you started. First, let's install the SquareOffs plugin. In the gray menu on the left, hover over the word Plugins, and from the pop-up menu, click on Add New. Now near the top right of the screen, click on the search bar, type SquareOffs, and hit Enter on your keyboard. The SquareOffs plugin will appear and give you an option to install. Click Install Now, wait a moment, and then click Activate. With the plugin installed, it's time to log into your SquareOffs account. You'll notice a new SquareOffs icon in the left gray navigation bar. Click the icon to get to the login screen. Here you will be asked to log in using your SquareOffs login information. This may be different from your WordPress login information. If you aren't already a member of SquareOffs, you may click Create a New Account. You'll be taken to the SquareOffs registration page where you can fill in your name, email address, and password to sign up. We're going to check to make sure you're not a robot, then send a verification code to your provided email to complete your registration. Back in WordPress and after logging in, you'll now notice three options when hovering over the SquareOffs icon: SquareOffs, Comments, and Settings. The SquareOffs section allows you to view the post you've created and also shows each question's individual ID code, which we will discuss later when adding an existing SquareOff. The Comments section shows all the comments that other users or yourself have added to your posts. However, not all comments may be publicly visible. If a comment has been flagged or contains censored language, it may be pending your approval before it can be made public. You can check to see if any comments are awaiting approval by clicking the Pending option near the top of the page. Settings allows you to add information about yourself and add your Twitter handle. This is also the area where you can set your comment moderation settings for your SquareOffs and your display colors as well. Now let's see how to create a SquareOff inside WordPress. From the WordPress home screen, go up to the top gray navigation bar. Locate the option labeled New and select Post from the drop-down menu. After writing content for your next post, hover your mouse near the right edge of your body text to make a plus icon appear. Click the plus to get a short list of options. Within that option menu, type in the search bar SquareOffs to use the plugin. You are now given the option to create a new SquareOff or insert an existing one. Let's create a new one for right now. Click Create New SquareOff. A template has now been created for you to add an image, type in your question, and type in your two opposing sides. When you are done, click Next. This next section gives you the option to add more details and photos to defend each side. You don't need to add anything in this section, but having the additional information could help inform your viewers about the pros and cons of each side. Clicking Next on the bottom right will take you to the final section. Here you will select your post to be featured in news, sports, or life. You can then add up to 5 tags to help others find your post. Choose an end date if you want your SquareOff to only be voted on for a certain length of time, and choose what size you want your SquareOff to be in your post. When you're done, click Submit. After a moment, your SquareOff will be live and ready for voting. Just above the question, you will notice a menu that will let you easily switch the size of your SquareOff and its alignment on the page. All to do now is publish your post and see which side wins out. Now let's see how to add an existing SquareOff in WordPress. From the WordPress home screen, go up to the top gray navigation bar. Locate the option labeled New and select Post from the drop-down menu. After writing content for your next post, hover your mouse near the right edge of the body text to make a plus icon appear. Click the plus to get a short list of options. Within that option menu, type in the search bar SquareOffs to use the plugin. You are now given the option to create a new SquareOff or insert an existing one. Let's add an existing SquareOff to our post. A prompt will appear asking for a SquareOff's ID number. Every SquareOff has an individual ID number, and you can find that number right in WordPress. To find a specific ID, hop over to the WordPress homepage and find the button labeled SquareOffs, where we were earlier. You will be taken to a page that lists all the SquareOffs you have created. Scroll through until you find the poll you want and copy the SquareOff's ID number from the very right column. Return to the original WordPress tab that has your incomplete post, paste in the ID number we have found in the previous step, and click Embed. After a moment, your SquareOff will appear. You can now easily switch the size of your SquareOff and its alignment on the page by utilizing the menu above. Thanks for using the SquareOffs plugin. For other great SquareOffs ideas or answers to your questions, head out to support.squareoffs.com. Looking forward to seeing your questions on the Square.